This is in reply to the video called, let me check here, Masculinism Sucks or Does It? And this is by a girl called I Think Uno. And I just want to say I really appreciated the video. I really thought she gave some good thoughts. You know, I've always felt a little turned off by feminism myself. But, you know, I'm a male. So it's surprising to hear a girl say something like that. You know, I don't consider myself a masculinist per se, because I believe, you know, I don't believe in a battle of the sexes. And I know that's what, many masculinists are not about. I go to this site called Men's News Daily, and I, read about the ways that, men are oppressed. And I'm not really for a battle of the sexes. I think there's, different ways in which men and women are oppressed. But what the masculinists address, one of their main issues is violence against men. Now, if I go out and hit a girl, people will probably beat me up, or I will be scolded and despised as a monster, no matter what the reason is. Now, I would never do something like that, and I'm not a violent person. I don't hit boys either, and I don't hit children. I believe that's just as wrong. But if a girl hits me, people might not say anything. My family might, because they care about me, and they know how I am. They know that I'm sensitive and emotional, but other people won't know that. And, if a girl hits me, people might either applaud, they might be indifferent, might say, oh, that's not as bad, even if as much damage is inflicted upon me as if I hit my girlfriend. I'm not a very strong person. I'm kind of actually, I guess I'm kind of weak in the arms. And I just really appreciated the things that she said, because they need to be addressed. The masculinist movement at this point in time seems smaller. It's getting bigger, but at this point in time it seems smaller. It seems that the feminists are really winning. And I read this article today called, something called The End of Men, that said men aren't needed in society anymore. Society is becoming more advanced. You're not needed because of your gender. That's just the way the classical feminists in the early 20th century felt, that men were saying that women weren't needed because of their gender. That's the way a lot of the masculinists feel now, that, some women, not all women, but some women are saying that men aren't needed anymore because of their gender, that women can do all the same things that men can do. And I've known that there are differences between men and women, and I kind of have more of the female skills, because I don't know, I've just never been like other boys. I've never related with other boys. But when I see things like, domestic violence against men isn't as bad as domestic violence against women, or some kind of implication of that, I see that in society. The reaction from people is much, much different. And it kind of hurts a little bit, because it makes me feel like I'm less valued sometimes. Like I'm not worth as much, that I'm not, valued as much. Like I don't feel like I'm as appreciated in society. I don't get the same kind of legal protection against violence that women do. And I'm more likely to be prosecuted if I'm a man, even if I do the same crime with the same amount of damage. I feel that's what will happen. And, in divorce cases, most of the time it's women who get custody. Most of the time it's women who get most of, the property. They get the alimony. They get they get all of that. And I understand that there are cases in which women are oppressed too. But I think that both of these cases can be addressed. I think this is an underlying issue we have in our society, these kind of gender stereotypes and this kind of gender collectivism, that all men are this way, all women are that way. I've never agreed with that, because I've never conform to the traditional male gender role. I'm not, fix-it guy. I'm not handy around the house. I don't have those kind of skills. I'm more into childcare and nurturing and expressing myself artistically and through writing, and I'm more of the kind of soft, kind of sensitive person. And, I've never liked the collectivism that has, the kind of, gender collectivism, these kind of mentalities that women are this way, men are that way, and the fact that, some women judge men for how much money they make, or some men judge women for what they look like. I don't like that. I really don't. I want people to be judged for who they are inside as people. I want people to be judged for, their person, not what they look like, not the, the label they were slapped with at birth. I don't want to be, judged, for being, for the label I was given at birth, boy, male. I've been slapped with that label in my entire life. When I was little, whenever I would hear ladies first, I kind of feel hurt because I'd feel like, why are women worth more than I am? What makes them, more valuable than I am? What makes them, get that kind of special privilege? Just because I was born different, I deserve to be, treated differently just because of my gender? And, when I would hear things like, oh, no, you can't hit a girl. A girl can slap me and it's perfectly fine, no one will care. That's what it feels like sometimes. Now, that's not always the case. If my girlfriend hit me, like if I had a girlfriend that hit me, my family would rush to my defense. They would, offer me support because they know what kind of person I am. They know that I'm sensitive, and they know that I'm more easily hurt than most people, men and women. But I really appreciated the video. It made me feel better because I've been reading a couple articles lately that say, men aren't needed anymore, society is becoming more advanced, technology, men are becoming, the unemployment rate for men is higher than the unemployment rate for, it's becoming that way. It's shifting toward that, where more men are unemployed than women. That's where it's shifting. That's where things are shifting. And the response to this is men are just not needed anymore. Construction jobs aren't as needed as they used to be. Finance jobs, or not finance, but mining isn't as needed as it used to be. It's the telecommunications jobs that are needed. It's those social skills that are needed. In this age of technology and, computers and keyboards and machinery and, robotics, it's women who are going to dominate. And, if a female-dominated society is inevitable, okay, I'm okay with that. Because for many years it was kind of, this male-dominated society. But to say that men are less valuable because of that men aren't needed as much because of that it's okay to be sexist against men and stereotype all men as this or that, I just find that absurd. I value people for who they are, what's in their heart, what they mean to me as a person. I don't judge people for their gender. I don't do that at all, and I think that's wrong. So, again, I really appreciate your video. Thank you for making it. It made me feel better that there's actually another girl out there who cares about these kinds of issues. So thank you very much.